Okay, y'all. So God is saying there's too much going on. There's too many distractions. There's too much stuff that you're trying to do, and you're not giving Him enough time. Okay. So we live in a world. There's so much going on. We have kids. We have jobs. We have spouses. We have work. We have businesses. We have so much stuff going on, and it makes it hard for us to spend time with God. It makes us, it makes us frustrated, aggravated, annoyed, and in that feeling it takes away from our time with God, or it takes away God's voice from our ears. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when God wake us up at, let's say, 4, 6 o'clock in the morning time, He's calling you to pray. He needs you to answer that calling because He know your life. He know your schedule. And if He's calling you at this time to get up and give Him some time, you need to be answering that calling. A lot of us, we get up at these times and we just lay back down. We go back to sleep like nothing's going on. No, God is calling us to pray. God is calling us for some time for Him. And this might be the time that He know is going to be quiet. It could be 4, it could be 6, it could be whatever time God is calling you to sit down and stop what you're doing so that you can give Him time, so He can talk to you, so He can give you what you need from Him that you're not getting in this world. Some of us, we're having so many issues and problems with hearing God's voice, and it's just like, God is like, if you would just take time. You know what I'm saying? If you would just sit down for a second. If you would just relax your mind for a second. If you would just give me the attention that I need, you'll be able to hear my voice clearly. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not that we intentionally do it, but it's something that we have to be aware of and make ourselves be aware of. Okay? What I wrote down here says, you can't hear God's voice if everything around you is loud. So, for example, if you have kids running around all the time and they're yelling and screaming, if you're at work and it's loud there and you just fill your mind with all these thoughts, everything I gotta do, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you cannot hear God's voice because everything else around you is so loud. The world, distractions, what you have to do, your job, your workplace, everything. It is too loud for you to hear God's voice. God just wants you to eliminate that for Him. Not saying quit your job, not saying don't make time for your kids. He's saying eliminate that in a time, in a place, in a space where you can seek Him out and you can hear His voice clearly, where it's just you and Him. Quality time. You know what I'm saying? That's what He wants you to do. Another thing I wrote down said, pull back and stay focused on what the initial plan is. Some of us, we get in these positions where God is calling us. You know, He's calling us to, okay, maybe you need to leave that job. Maybe you need to move from that house. Maybe you need to let that car go. Maybe you need to transition to this place or that place, or whatever the case may be for you. Maybe you need to take time away from that spouse. God pull us in these seasons where He needs to get us in a position where we can hear His voice. But when we're on this plan, we need to make sure we're staying focused. Make sure we're sticking to the plan. If God is calling to do something, you cannot get distracted because it will make you detour from His plan, which means you have to be starting all over again. For example, if God called you to leave that job and you're still sitting there making yourself distracted with everything else, like when He pulled you from the job to make time for Him so He can let you know the next steps, and you done filled it up with, oh, well, let me go hang out with this person. Oh, well, let me go do this. Oh, I got time to do this. No. God says, listen to me, follow my voice, follow my command, and I will make my presence known to you so that He can give you and tell you what you need to do, how you need to do it. But if you do not take the time to stay focused on His plan, these distractions is going to detour you off His plan, and you're going to find yourself starting back over, having to go do this and do that all over again because you wasn't listening to God's voice. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is continue to fast and pray. In this season, God needs us fasting and God needs us praying. Okay? So you ask God. You can ask God, what time is best for me? You know what I'm saying? Ask God, how long do you want me to fast? And wait for His answer. You can start off in increments. You can say, okay, well, I could do 6 to 6 here, or a day here, a 3-day fast, however long. But fast until you are able to hear God's voice. And don't be too pressured to do more than what you do. God know our heart. So even if you're trying to put in that effort, you keep praying until you get it. Okay? That's what God needs us to do. He needs us to pray and ask Him for help and seek Him so He can carry us the rest of the way. Another thing is, make time for God. These are some of the things that God was telling me to write down. He said, make time for him. I know your schedule's busy. I know you have kids. I know you're a wife. I know you like to cook. I know you have a business. I know you have plans. I know you want to go work out. I know you have all this stuff set before you, but I just need you to make some time for me. You know what I'm saying? Let's take some time together, get to know each other. Let's build a foundation together. Let's build a relationship together so that you would know me and I would know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all he wants us to do, is just to make some time for him. In the midst of everything, we got to give him some time. We got to give him some time. Another thing he said, answer the calling when God wakes you up certain times. I already spoke about this towards the beginning of the video, but I'm just let y'all know again. When God is calling you, you need to get up. You need to answer. I know it's so easy just to fall back to sleep. I know it's so easy just to find something else to do. I know it's so easy to get distracted. A message pop up on your phone. Your mind lose track of time. You lose track of your days. But you have to answer that calling, okay? Because God knows. When he wake you up at 4 in the morning, he knows this is your time, your quiet time, your time that you and him can talk without any distractions, without any worries, or you having to speak to anybody without all this noise. Your thoughts probably barely even coming in right now. It could be early in the morning. But these are the times that God knows he can spend time with us, so he seeks us. He calls us out. He said, hey, get on up. Come spend some time with me. You know what I'm saying? So let's be adamant about what we do, okay? Let's answer those callings. You may not make it every single time. God knows our heart, but you can try and get better and get better and get better. You can do this. He knows you can. That's why he's calling you to do it. We can rise up to the challenge. We can rise up to the challenge. And he gave me this scripture, Isaiah 28 and 23. And I'm going to just read that to y'all really quick. It says, listen and hear my voice. Pay attention and hear what I say. That's Isaiah 28 and 23. And he also said, Isaiah 28 and 29, this also comes from the Lord of armies. He gives you wondrous advice. He gives you great wisdom. So we would just take time to spend with God. He would answer our questions. He would talk to us. He would spend time with us. He would tell you what direction he wants you to go. He will let you know what he needs you to do. All we have to do is be attentive and listen to him. Okay? I just want to get that word out for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.